Yo guys, Master Markov here, and welcome back to another episode of Risk of Rain 2. So, today we're going to be showing off how to complete the Annihilator challenge for Railgunner. So, the first thing you're going to want to do for your actual Railgunner is use the main loadout. I would highly suggest using the Sniper system and Supercharge. While Sniper isn't required and you can use Marksman for the challenge, it's much more recommended to use Sniper, so you have a fluency of which type of gun you could use, and you do not need to get as many crowbars or crit glasses if it is your choice. Now, as far as artifacts go, you're going to want command, preferably so you could choose all of your items. You're going to want high crit and high damage on your first shot every single time. So, you're going to want command, and in order to get more chests and more items without having to rely on chest spawns, you're going to want Artifact of Sacrifice, as well as Artifact of Swarms, just so you can increase your chance and the amount of enemies that you get, both for more items and for this challenge to work better. These should be the only three you want. I do not believe that the Artifacts of Wisps works for this challenge, and you do not really want any other ones because they will, in fact, hurt your run. Artifact of Glass is optional. You will do more damage, but that does also require you to survive long enough in order to complete the challenge. Now, the Annihilator itself gives you the Polar Field device, which slows down all nearby enemies and projectiles. But what you need to get it is 1 million damage in a single shot. Now, the game lies to you, because you do not need 1 million damage in one shot from one bullet. You need 1 million damage to occur when you take that shot. Meaning that if you take the shot and multiple enemies die to it, and multiple enemies all take damage equivalent to 1 million after a single shot has been fired, then you will get the challenge completed. Meaning you do not have to actually have 1 million damage from your weapon. This means that, along with Crowbar and Lensmaker's Glasses in order to increase your crit damage, you would also want various other damaging items that increase the spread to multiple enemies. Hence why you would also want Swarm. So, you're also going to want to take Will-o'-the-Wisps and Ukulele, alongside the Harvester Scythe and Predatory Instincts, just to increase your crit damage even more and increase your heals more as it goes. You do not want to get Polyloot on top of this, because Polyloot will ruin the run, as well as any other void items other than possibly the one for Will-o'-the-Wisp, but it is better to do that afterwards, as to make sure all of that damage is saved. So it's highly recommended you do not get any void items that involve any of the items that I've said so far. We're going to hop into a game, and you basically want about 20 crit glasses and 20 crowbar in order for this to work properly, and then your preferred amount of Predatory Instincts and Harvest Scythe, maybe 10 and 5 respectively. So let's hop into when I do the attempt. Alright, and we're back on stage 5, and now I have almost enough items that I could actually accumulate 1 million damage in a single shot. Now I'm going to be doing this with my special skill, the Supercharge. It is very important that you keep this, because this is going to help you get that 1 million damage faster, seeing as it has a higher coefficient of proccing and being able to hit multiple targets in a single shot, plus it does a ton more damage than your regular primary skills will do. Now, I did not mention that on top of this, for any yellow items, you should be getting Shatter Spleen, because it does increase your crit chance, which increases your crit damage. And you should be stacking fuel cells on top of an ocular HUD, or use the lunar item that automatically uses it on top of more fuel cells, just so that you could actually have the crit damage stack up beforehand. Alright, and it is done! 1 million damage in a single shot. Now to just finish the game. Alright, and here are some of the items that I used during this run in order to make it possible, in case any of you were wondering. And as you can see all the way at the bottom, we have the Annihilator challenge completed. Alright, and now you have yourself a Polar Field device. So, let's showcase off what the Polar Field device does now. Now, unlike your previous equipment, you cannot actually get a jump or boost off of this. It is entirely meant to slow down both enemies and projectiles, which means that it is essentially like ice to half of these enemies. It does not deal any actual damage, but it does make them incredibly slower and a lot easier to aim and target at. Already got a green from it. Apparently, it also makes you luckier. Who knows? Maybe that's just me. Stone Golem isn't exactly good for seeing this, but a Lemurian, on the other hand, is perfect. Now see, it also increases or decreases the speed of projectiles. As you could see, if I don't die, as I'm dying here, the speed of the actual shots is getting lessened every single shot. And the more that come in there, the more easy it is to dodge. Unfortunately, this does not work on single-shot laser-type projectiles, such as Stone Golems or any Wisp projectiles, but things like Lemurians, and most any melee attacks, since all the actual enemies are slowed, will be a lot slower in this field. Now, this is going to be very good for both lining up your shots in order to get supercharged shots, as well as dodging anything within, say, the Simulacrum, since it is quite a huge range. And the only drawback is that you do not get two polar field devices like you would with a concussion device. Though Afterburners, of course, will give you two more, and if you are doing Simulacrum, though I would not suggest this to be your chosen red, if you get Afterburners, it will help a lot in keeping yourself alive. So, that's all for the Risk of Rain 2 Annihilator challenge for Railgunner. Hope you liked this video, and if you did, like, comment, subscribe down below. Hope to see you next time with more Risk of Rain 2 videos. Peace!